What's going on, guys? We are back once again, and we are going to be talking about another movie today. Today, we're going to be talking about what you're seeing on your screens. We're going to be talking about Disney's Holes. Now, Holes to me is I love this story. I do. I love the story. I love everything about this movie. Um, I remember when I first watched this film. And I was like, dang, man. And this is probably one of the first things I remember seeing Shia LaBeouf in for the longest time. I wasn't much of an Even Stevens guy, so I may have watched this, uh, starring him, also Patricia Arquette in here. We also got Sigourney Weaver in this film. Just an all-out amazing cast, first off. So the entirety of this movie is Shia LaBeouf plays as Stanley Yelnats. He is a middle schooler, high schooler, and he gets wrongfully accused of stealing an athlete's shoes from a homeless shelter that this athlete donated. And uh, what happens is he gets trialed and he goes to a camp where boys are forced to dig holes every day. I want to say 6 feet deep and 6 feet wide. I want to say, I can't remember the precise of how much they'd have to dig, but he goes there and he later figures out that there's a reason why they're doing this, because he meets someone by the name of Hector Zeroni, aka Zero, who is the youngest of the group, and they later find out that there is a connection with him and both their families, because Stanley is told by his family that if it wasn't for his great dirty rotten pigskin great grandfather, it was because of him that he was trying to impress a girl, and he was told by Madame Zeroni, who was the psychic of the area, hey, if you do this, then this woman will fall in love with you and you'll get stronger and it'll teach you something. And it didn't work, so he just left without keeping his promise to her, which was to carry her up a mountain and be able to have her drink someplace while he sings the rhyme that he did to the pig, and he never did that. So there was apparently a curse on the family that really made them just go downhill. And we later find out in the movie that Zero is actually the descendant of Madame Zeroni. And they find out also that the reason why they are digging these holes is because of Kissing Kate Barlow, who back in the day she was a school teacher. She fell for Sam, who was an onion picker, and it was because of them being different races that they weren't allowed to be together. And she started becoming a robber and an outlaw, and she became a name for herself, and she hid all her treasure. And Sigourney Weaver's character, who's the warden of the area, she is trying to find this because she's been obsessed with this treasure for so many years. She even, tried to find it when she was a kid. Her grandfather made her, and Stanley and Zero evidently find it, and it's up to them to not only try to gain their freedom, but at the same time, they find out later on that they are, they have this connection due to their ancestors, and at the same time that it was Zero's fault that his mom unfortunately tried looking for him, and they got separated, and he accidentally sold shoes and he threw them, and that's when Stanley found them, and that's how the story takes place. Now, I have read the book. I've seen the movie several times. One of the best songs in the movie is "Dig It." That is just a legendary song within the franchise. And again, I have very fond memories. I remember watching this movie when I was in school. Guys, I remember when I was watching this movie, we watched however long of the movie, and then we would read however much of the book, and then we would compare the book to the movie, is what we'd do. Again, anyone that has not seen this film, whether you are, because I remember seeing this when I was in middle school, and again, I think this movie's amazing. I would definitely say if you guys are fans of Shia LaBeouf, or if you guys are fans of Disney to a certain degree, depending on what Disney you're talking about, I consider this old Disney. Definitely watch this movie. You will definitely like this movie. It has a lot of drama, it's comedy, has some very good life lessons in here as well. It's a good movie. I really do. I really like this movie. I think this movie is very interesting to enjoy, to be able to say, hey, uh, it's a hell of a movie. I will say it's a damn good movie. It really is. Anyone that has not seen this movie, definitely check this movie out. It is worth a watch. And to anyone that has been wondering, hey, should I watch this movie? I highly recommend you do. But either way, guys, let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments down below for Disney's Holes. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you as always on the very next one.